Dylan.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Dylan's alive.
He's in the blue shirt today.
He's alive, man. How you're in St. Pete?
I was
still?
asking about them the other day. I haven't seen him in a while. So,
Man, I actually just got back. I was in your neck of the woods. We went to Lantana last minute on Tuesday morning. Yeah, I live in St. Pete. Got a notification that our house was in a mandatory evacuation zone. So I had my girlfriend and her whole family coming over. So we hightailed it to your neck of the woods.
Lantana's actually
Lantana.
We did.
Man, I had never heard of Lantana. Good old Lantana.
No, we did. We got some property over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could have stayed there, but where'd you wind up staying at? Like a hotel or?
Yeah. I had a bunch of Holiday Inn Express points, so we just got a Holiday Inn Express there in Lantana.
They got some wild weather down there. They had like some
are
tornadoes
you in St. Pete
and stuff.
right now?
Yeah. We just got back to St. Pete this afternoon.
He's got powers.
How did everything? How's St. Pete looking?
Actually, St. Pete really didn't get hit that bad.
Well, you guys really dodged the bullet, man. Like they were like calling apocalypse for Tampa Bay area. I'm just like,
that was fun.
That's why I got out. And then as we were driving Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon, I'm getting the updates as we are evacuating going southeast. The storm is projectedly going further and further southeast.
Yeah, we were looking at it. I'm just like, I go, they got this terrible history of like calling these things wrong because they were really predicting up by like Cedar Key and up like north. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. When Irma came in 2017, it was supposed to just obliterate us, and it dodged at the last minute, and it really wasn't too bad. But yeah, glad to see that you guys, were okay and everything.
I'm holding an extension cord out the window to try to get internet power the other day, but it's a joke on that. So,
what's up? How can I help you out?
How you doing, man?
Okay, I'm good. A couple of things. First and foremost, I want to go on here and just say thank you, like I always do when I get to talk with you guys. Man, I know when I first spoke with you, when I very first started, you guys were a huge factor in what kept me going through a lot of those struggles that you talk about, right?
Oh yeah, the first 3 months, right?
Oh man, for me it was the first 6 months. Yeah,
I know. Some to it. 6 months. It's like, hey, but it's nobody knows the journey until you go through it, right?
Yeah, and everyone who's gone through, like you almost can't know what it is until you're talking to someone who's been through that same road. Like talking to both of you guys was so helpful, seeing that, like, hey, you have been down this path. Just like trust the process. It will work, but you just have to keep on, keep working it.
Exactly. So update us. What's going on?
Man, I am up to my ears in deals. I can't believe it. Yeah. It's really, really cool. Up to my ears in deals for me, And so my girlfriend's working in the company full time now. So she's doing all the back end, like data management and stuff, all the marketing. And then I'm all the acquisitions on the sales side and like, doing all the appointments and everything. We've got in October set contracts that are locked up with buyers in place, set to have over $100,000 in revenue for the month of October.
I like it.
Dude, I remember this guy the first time he called us. He's like, I remember we had to tell you, I'm like, dude, you're no, don't do that. You have to do this. Like, do not deviate. You're like, well, I got to kind of start all over again. I'm like, you'll be happier in the long run. You're just like,
well, I was explaining it yesterday. There's a certain suck you have to get through in wholesaling, and it's different for everybody, but like sometimes you just have to suck so many times. You're like, I got to make a change. Or I got to do something different. And then that's when you change, right? Or you just get better by just repeatedly doing it every single time. Yeah, so,
I mean, our whole goal here is to get people started in wholesaling and show them it's possible.
Yeah.
And the hardest part is getting that confidence muscle in that first 90 to 180 days. Cause it's like, you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea if it's going to work. People are like, they're raining down on you with like, man, I'm getting my butt kicked here. I could go back and do my regular job. And the people that can get through that, it's incredible. And I'm telling you, like now that you're 6 months in, you get to that 2-year mark, you're going to look back and you're almost going to be like, oh my God, like I didn't know I had this in me. And I keep telling people, like, if you can do that 24-month journey, if you think 6 months opened up doors, wait till you get to 24 months. You're going to be blown away. And you hit, my opinion, I think you hit the market in like kind of perfect stride. And remember, guys, you cannot time the market. Dylan didn't try to time the market. When you started, it was smoking hot, right?
Well, that was actually the hardest that it was. Like I've noticed so much more traction and momentum in the last 6 to 7 months. Now that rates have started to change, it's having an impact. It's shifting it from a seller's market to a buyer's market, the conversations I've been having with people are so different. Especially in the Tampa Bay area. I mean, a year ago, I'm sure you guys dealt with it down there in Port St. Lucie. You're talking to people that want full price, need ton of repairs, and the just cash offers were ridiculous. And so it was really tough. I've seen things open up a lot more since we've had this kind of market shifting.
Cool.
Awesome, man. Yeah. I like it, dude. I love seeing stories like that, man. Like, nobody remembers the guy that quit. I'll tell you that. And you didn't quit.
And we put it on your shoulders. I'm like, dude, Dylan, you're just going to have to do the work. Like, I can't do it for you. There's no coach guru who's going to do it for you. If everyone's got to solve it. So now you're up and running, and now you can figure out how to turn it into like a real like money machine. And that's a whole nother journey too. But like, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't forget about the basics of like how to find deals. Then when you can find people to bring him in and help you.
That's step one for him though. Cause once you had 100K, that's just, I'm saying this humbly, but like, that's just starting it because you got a lot more to grow.
Yeah.
You're not the end of it. You're in the beginning.
Yeah. Your girlfriend want to kill you yet? Or?
I mean, she's been taking it all in stride. And so, but we kind of have the opposite problem where now before we were just searching everything for a deal and you're so busy just desperately trying to get a deal. And now we are kind of feel like we're trying to keep our heads above water, juggling all the different deals that we have, trying to focus on dispositions and keep the acquisition kind of train running. And so trying to juggle everything at one time is like, I feel like literally every day is we wake up and it's just a sprint.
But that's a good problem. That's the problem that was our goal to get you to. Now it's your goal to kind of balance some of it. We can help you out with some of it, but like always keep in mind, like people get super busy in wholesaling. Just remember, you want to do a business that's designed for your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Don't just try to get the giant office and like do a monster gross. I did that, Dylan, and I was miserable. And I'm just here to tell you, like, you might have a different journey and you're welcome to do whatever you want, but just make sure you understand your why and why you want to do it, because you get the potential for income's unlimited, but your time is somewhat limited, and you have to clearly define what you want to do, because sometimes you get talked into doing other things. You're like, it sounds great, make a lot of money. And it's like, my God, I'm working 6-7 days a week. I'm not getting a break. This is a bit much. And so just make that decision before whatever journey you walk down, because you can leverage this business, but like, I love to have the freedom to go fishing and do stuff like this. And you can have a small operation that makes a lot of money and have freedom.
Well, I think Dylan's on the next journey here, you know, like, I mean, you're working with your girlfriend, right? And
she's also a licensed agent, so she gets all the realtor referrals. So we've already closed a couple of deals from deals that come into the company or leads that come in. They can't, you know, they're not a good wholesale, not creative, and then they get funneled to her as a realtor referral, and she closes them as the realtor.
Yeah, my wife almost killed me when I brought her into the wholesale business.
But it's different for everyone. But like, I'll tell you this, and this is not telling you to do it now, but this is always something to look for in the future. You're in a changing market, so it's good you're working in it now. But like, eventually, you don't want to be doing this. Like, you and your girlfriend don't be working like this every single day. Usually, I mean, obviously, it's good now, but like, you know, like in the future, if you ever like, you know, have a family, stuff like that, like, you might not want to work as hard as you're doing before. Like, you don't want to wake up and race every single day, right?
No, we're both working 7 days a week. And to do this, to keep this level, we're both working 7 days a week.
I did that. I was making 100K a month, but I was almost killing myself. And that's not a problem.
That's where we're at.
But here's the problem. Your biggest struggle's not even here, because like I said it yesterday, like how I went from 0 to a millionaire. Making 100K all by myself is fine. It's when you scale systems up is when you make less money and you work even harder. But after that, you kind of get to the point where we're at now where it's like 5-10 hours a week and it's a lot easier. But like,
just find your balance and make sure you're consistent with your why. Because it's like, like there's so many people who talk you to do stuff in the business. Like I did the whole corporate thing. You did a little bit. Like, just, I'm okay putting in 2 years and like getting it out, but like you got to have a light at the end of the tunnel so you can enjoy your success and money. And remember,
we're a little different though. I think, not saying anything bad about any other real estate wholesaling influencer, but like, I feel like outside of us, it's like embrace to work 70 hours a week. And that's what you should strive for. I've never been that type of person. Like, I like making millions of dollars, but like, I'd rather make, you know, a couple $1 million a year and profit for wholesaling and work 5-10 hours a week than make an extra $1 million and work 70 hours a week. So just be careful when you're looking to scale and you look at other people. Like, obviously there's no problem looking at other people, but like the people that embrace working 80 hours a week and they have kids and a family, it's like, it's cool. I don't think it's cool, you know.
I heard someone describe it kind of
on
like you have seasons in your life. And so like right now, like, I mean, and you guys have both seen this, you have to work 80 hours a week when you're starting from zero to build to where you're at. It's required. There's no way around it. But that, you know, I view it as a season in my life. Unfortunately, no kids right now. I'm not married yet. And so, you know, this is the season to do it. But I share that same, I share that same mindset that it's like, you know, one day this thing will be at a point where you won't have to be working 80 hours a week and you can start to enjoy like the fruits of your labor. And
but dude, Dylan, you still got to have fun even in the grind. Like you got to like do some trips and just kind of, and the hardest part about scaling any business is finding good quality employees. So it's like, I've been on this like journey forever because it's people come and go. Like Florida seems to be the most transient state of them all, but you know, find good people to help you out.
He's in 2 right now. So I ever said there's four main stages I think everyone should do if you follow me, right? First, you're in learn and earn, growth, learn and earn, growth, scale, and abundance, right? You're in grind right now, but you're a lot better than me when I was grinding, right? Now you got the growth, and then when you get abundance, the goal is doing what you like, making a ton of money, and having fun. But like, still, man, even in growth, I want to tell you one last thing, but like, still invest your money. I mean, I don't think you don't seem like the type of guy that's going to blow it all and go crazy, but like, you know, like you worked hard for it. Make sure your money's making money, right? And obviously I think you know how to do that, but like, you know, as long as you do that, I mean, I know you're in your 20s, so I have to tell everyone that makes a ton of money. Just make sure you don't blow it all. But like, yeah, man, what the most attractive thing in 10 years is not a Lambo, because the Lambo in 10 years is going to lose its value. When you pull up in a 2012 Lambo, it doesn't look cool anymore, right? But a rental property I would have bought in 10 years ago, and the future is going to look awesome. So
I mean, when I quit my corporate job, I had a 2016 F-150 King Ranch, souped up, all the bells and whistles. I sold that the month that I quit, and I got a Volkswagen Jetta, a little 2012 Volkswagen Jetta. Sold it at the height of the used car market, and took all the funds from that and put it into my wholesale business.
Boom, man.
Awesome.
You already know it. You know this. Just do what you're doing now. But obviously, do you know the systems of hiring out for the future?
That's my next step. Is I need to get what I think a junior acquisitions person, someone to do all this follow up for these colder leads that are in the system in my CRM. But it's taken too much time for me to do all the lead follow up and then all like the closing with actual hot opportunities.
You're the last person to hire out, though, and you know that. You have a gift of talking to sellers, which I've told you, and you don't want to give that up. But it's always marketing first, disposition, which your girlfriend might not like that, but like it's true. And then maybe some like general acquisitions follow people. That's fine, but like truly to get an acquisitions person, you have to be at the point where it's like I'm actually making less money by not having an acquisitions person, because I was at the point where it's like, I love doing everything myself and I was the king closer, but I'm able to have 2 people that are 70% as good as me, but they went on 2 appointments at once. And then you just do the math over time. That's more money. Because I was making 70% of $2 million and not 100% of $1 million. And eventually you get to that point, but you know the steps. Do it slowly and you'll be fine. I think the one thing you should do is start recording your process. So once you have a VA or you train somebody, you have some material for your process.
Yeah, everything's
no one
recorded.
Else can copy it.
Yeah, all my calls are recorded, and then I have like 30 different screen record videos. Me teaching a VA how to navigate batch leads, PropStream, you know, my CRM, pulling lists, doing all this stuff.